Kelly! What's this I hear about everyone going to the steakhouse together?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Our group is going to that famous steakhouse near the train station. I forget the name of it.
Why didn't you tell me about it sooner? I feel left out. You need to put me in the group chat for these things or whatever. That restaurant is supposed to be really good, I hear. I can't wait to check it out. This is nuts! I have to pick out my outfit if we're going to that place. I have a new handbag that's perfect for eating steak.
Whoa, hang on a minute, Roxy. You might be misunderstanding something about how these groups work. I'm sorry, but you actually weren't invited along to this one, and it's invitation only.
What do you mean? Why am I being left out?
The group that's going for steaks is the group that's specifically for wives of adopted sons. That's our group. And as I'm sure you know, you're not in that group. Your group is the one for wives of children of alcoholics, so you can't come on this one. Sorry.
Excuse me? That's not how it's supposed to work. I'm a member of whatever group I want to be. It's discrimination to shut me out. Listen, anyway, if you all are going to that restaurant or any restaurant, it's just common courtesy to invite me along.
No, we need to keep the group separate if you know what I mean. And that actually is how it works. The two groups are really completely different, you know? We have different issues and different things to talk about, so we can't mix them, at least not on this outing. So, again, sorry, but you can't come with us this time. But there's always next time, you know.
What on earth is that supposed to mean? I don't want to wait until next time. I want to go this time. I want to go with you, and that's all that matters. Just make a place for me. Easy peasy. Let's not make things harder than they need to be, shall we?
I get it, but it wouldn't be right or fair to the members of the group to just let an outsider show up at the last minute like that. So if you really want to go to this restaurant, let's plan to do that another time, okay? There will definitely be other opportunities down the road. We're having discussions about merging some groups and doing activities and outings that all the groups take part in together and all kinds of other neat stuff too. So don't worry, there'll be other chances to eat steak and lots of other stuff.
No. Like I said, I want to go for steaks with you this time, not next time. Let's just make this happen. I don't understand why this is such a big deal. If you're not going to let me go with you this time, I'll have no choice but to tell everyone about it and make sure that you're not invited to anything either from now on. You know how cold the ladies can be when they decide to freeze somebody out. You wouldn't want that, would you?
Oh, please, give me a break. That's really childish. And believe me, I've seen the ladies do that to people. And it's not pretty, but it doesn't scare me either. It's just not possible this time, okay? There are some rules to these groups, and we can't just break them because you want us to. We can have steaks together on another day, just not on this day, okay? Rules are rules.
It's just totally wrong that you all get to go and I don't. I protest. It's just not fair. This is totally unacceptable. I won't allow you to go without me. I won't, I tell you. I demand to be included. How do I lodge a complaint with the group leader? Is there a form to fill out or something?
Yeah, I'm the group leader, so go ahead and lodge away. And no, there's no form because nobody except you has ever asked for one. Look, please don't be unreasonable. Okay? This isn't a life or death situation at all. All it is steak. Plus, there are other people involved in this situation besides just you and me. Everyone is on board with the rules and protocols that we have, so you need to be too if you want to participate.
Fine, I understand, and I'll try to follow the rules. And since that's the case, I have a good idea. Yes, a very good idea indeed.
An idea? What kind of idea? I'm all ears. I'm always looking for ways to improve on things.
Oh, it's nothing really. I'll tell you later. I think you'll like it. Anyway, I'm fine. You all should just go ahead without me. See you later.
What? You're really okay with that? Well, that's good to hear anyway. There are no hard feelings here, so I hope there are none there either. And I promise that you and I can go for steaks next time. But this time, it has to be just our group, okay? The Wives of Adopted Sons group.
Sure, okay. No worries. Have fun and have a choice cut for me. And oh, by the way, one more thing I almost forgot to ask just out of curiosity. I want to read some of the reviews of that restaurant to whet my appetite for it. So send me their website address, okay?
Sure, no problem. I'll text it to you as soon as we're done here. They have a really nice website too.
Okay. Again, enjoy your meal there. I'm sure it will be great.
Oh yes, we will. This isn't a place that any of us go to very often, so it's really going to be a treat for everyone, I'm sure.
That's great. Have fun and don't forget about me, okay? I'll be thinking of you and that yummy steak. But don't worry about me either. I'm good. No issues here. Make the most of your outing and see you soon.
Sure, we will. Thanks for understanding. I appreciate it.
Oh my goodness, but this steak is wonderful. I can't believe how tender it is. It practically melts in your mouth. How do they get it like this? I mean, I knew this place was top-notch, but I'm completely amazed by how delicious this is. It's so tender and juicy, and it's cooked just right.
What? You're at the steakhouse right now? Why? How did you end up there?
Yep, I sure am, and it's even better than I imagined. I came here to eat some good beef, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Are you shocked? Please tell me that you're shocked. And to make up for your not inviting me today, you can buy my dinner for me. How about that?
Roxanne, we had lunch there today, not dinner. Why are you there now?
Lunch? What are you talking about?
Yeah, we were there hours ago. But none of us are still there now. I'm actually eating dinner at home right now, just like I usually do.
Nobody said anything about lunch. When did it become lunch?
Yeah, you never asked me whether it was lunch or dinner, now that I think about it. And it shouldn't have mattered because you told me that you weren't coming. But what's this about me buying your dinner to make up for something? Why on earth would I need to do that? I didn't tell you that I'd buy you anything. You're the one eating there. You need to pay for your own meal.
Wait a minute. Something is wrong with this picture. You told me that you all were coming here today for dinner. So I decided to quietly wait here for you and surprise you when you showed up.
Oh, that's too bad. It really is because we were there for lunch. Like I said, lunch is a much better time to go there. It's less crowded and the menu is cheaper too.
I find that very hard to believe. You all obviously came for lunch to avoid me. Why would you do that?
Hey, before you accuse us of anything, I suggest that you think about what you're doing, trying to get a free meal out of me. That's extremely sneaky, to say the least. You're a grown woman, and you need to pay for your own meals. That's what responsible adults do.
Whatever. Anyway, wouldn't you like to have this same delicious food again for dinner? Doesn't that sound great?
What? What do you mean?
I mean, after eating such great food for lunch, it's kind of a letdown to eat boring, basic food for dinner, don't you think?
Boring, basic food? Well, I'm cooking dinner myself, so... Are you saying that I'm a lousy cook? I hope that's not what you're saying. I'm not a trained chef, but I'm pretty good in the kitchen.
No, that's not what I meant at all. I didn't mean to come off that way. I just mean, isn't it a little, disappointing?
No, not at all. Quite the contrary, in fact.
But you had amazing steak right here at this restaurant just a few hours ago. How can you even be satisfied with boring, regular food after eating such a delicacy?
Hey, what can I say? I get to eat hottie cuisine like that every once in a while, and that's good enough for me. I mean, sure, it's delicious, but I don't need to eat like that every day. Lots of things are like that. You enjoy them once in a while and they're great, but if you do them too often, they lose their charm.
Oh, I think you need to rethink that position. You really do. Expensive and elegant food is always delicious. It's the price and the elegance that make them like that. Admit it! You're starting to want that yummy beef again just hearing me talk about it like this.
No, not really. That's an interesting persuasion technique, though. For one thing, I already ate dinner, like I said, so I'm not hungry in the least. It was good, and I'm full, so I really couldn't eat another thing even if I wanted to.
Then you have to do something about that. Do some exercises or something and work up an appetite.
Come on, don't be ridiculous. I'm not gonna do that. And anyway, I always need to save money for a while after going to a restaurant like that because I like to take my family there after that, and that costs money.
But coming here now to eat one more meal with me won't mess up any of that. Come on, it's just one more meal. I'm waiting here for you. They're still open for dinner now, so get over here on the double.
I told you already. I had my dinner. It was delicious, and I'm full. And like I also told you already, I need to save money for a while now. That place is expensive, and my splurge there is over for now. Too much of a good thing and all that.
Yeah, you say that, but I bet you can afford another round of delicious steaks.
No, we're not that wealthy, I'm afraid. That's not food that we spend money on often. We don't have that kind of cash just laying around, although wouldn't that be nice? That's why, when you said I should treat you, I told you that I couldn't. You remember that, right?
I don't believe that for a second. You're holding out on me for sure. I heard that your husband works for a bank. I know all about that. You're married to a banker. You guys must have more money than you know what to do with.
It's true that he works at a bank, but we're saving for the future, and that's nobody's business but ours. We don't spend extravagantly. For the most part, we have plans, and we're working towards them together, like a lot of couples do.
Then now is the time to use those savings. No better time than the present, right? That's what money is for. Spending. So let's spend it and enjoy ourselves. Tonight. Here. With steaks.
It's not savings if you just spend it, silly. Then what would the point be? And how many times do I have to tell you I'm full? I had my fill of steak at lunch, and that's that. Period. End of sentence.
Oh, come on. Have another round of steaks with me. It'll taste even better this time with me at your side. I guarantee you. Everyone says so.
That may or may not be the case, but like I said, I can't do it for all the reasons that I've already told you over and over. So, yeah. Sorry, but another steak dinner today is a hard pass.
Stop contradicting me already, smart Alec. I told you to get over here, so do what I say. You have some nerve, thinking that you can just turn your back on me. That's not how this works, understand? So quit stalling and get a move on.
What's gotten into you all of a sudden? You're talking like you're my boss.
I came here with no money, that's what? So you're going to come over here and buy me dinner. You're the reason this is all happening in the first place. You started this ball rolling? All you had to do was invite me along like you were supposed to do. But no, you couldn't just do that. Now it's time you took responsibility for your actions.
I never told you I'd buy you dinner or anything of the kind. Where did you get that idea from? Please tell me when I said that to you. And why on earth are you showing up at an expensive restaurant with no money? You should be careful. You could get arrested or worse. I strongly advise you not to try to get out of there without paying.
That's why I'm telling you to get over here on the double. It's because of you that I'm stuck here now. So quit arguing with me and get moving. I'm waiting. I won't be able to feel like it's a real dinner without you here. Hurry up already! And bring your wallet.
Look, I told you I'm not going. Which of those 3 words isn't perfectly clear to you?
You're putting me in a real bind. Don't you understand? My pockets are empty. I'm stuck here and I can't try to leave this place in this state. I'm basically trapped here because of you. It's your responsibility to help me out of this situation, so get over here.
Again, I already explained to you why you weren't invited to lunch, and it was a perfectly good reason. You're not a member of the group that was going. Remember? Do you remember that conversation? And yet, you still decided to just show up uninvited like we had never even talked about it. And you show up with empty pockets no less. I have no idea what you're thinking, but don't try to pin the blame for your predicament on me. I knew nothing about it until a couple of minutes ago.
I came here expecting that you would buy me a steak. Isn't that obvious?
And I don't know where in the world you got that idea from. I never said a single word to that effect. I had no intention of either inviting you or buying your meal for you, and I never said that I would. I completely failed to understand why you thought that was going to happen.
That's because I thought that I could pressure you into doing it. You seemed like you'd be easy to coerce, and you would give in if I just refused to leave. That was the plan.
If you had done that, I would have just ignored you or pretended that I don't know you. I may come off as meek or easy to coerce, but I can assure you that that is not the case. Several people have found that out the hard way. Also, I will tell you exactly what I think, and I will do what needs to be done if you give me a reason to. So I advise you to remember that.
Then what should I do? I'm in a real bind here. I already ate, and I can't leave here without paying.
How should I know? You're the one who got yourself into this mess. It's you who needs to get yourself out. Maybe I should call the police for you? I mean, on you.
What? Don't joke about that. Why would you want to call the cops about this?
I mean, you can't pay, right? You said so yourself. Even if I do call the cops, the restaurant is gonna do that anyway. If you try to dine and dash, you know. It might be better if I beat them to the punch for you. At least, I could put in a good word for you or something.
Quit messing around. Do you want me to get arrested or something?
That would be perfectly fine with me, to be honest.
Say that again? Are you serious? I hope you're joking. I just asked you if you want me to get arrested.
Yep. And my reply is that that's okay with me. I don't really want to be associated with the kind of person who does the things that you do. Trying to get free meals from people and talking to me the way you are. So, yeah, I'm good with you getting arrested. In other words, whatever happens, happens. Let the chips fall.
Don't mess with me. I'm warning you. This is no joking matter. Whose fault do you think this is anyway? Take a look in the mirror, sister. You need to get your facts straight.
No, I don't think so. You have nobody to blame for this but yourself. You selfishly tried to set yourself up for a free ride, and then, when you failed, you selfishly got angry and tried to push me into bailing you out of your predicament. It's all completely inexcusable, to be honest, and getting arrested would be just desserts, in my opinion.
Why, I think that that's the coldest, cruelest thing that anyone has ever said to me. How can you say that?
Shall I give the Pupo a call right now and see what they have to say about all this? They are the authority on this matter, so to speak. I mean, you don't seem to accept what I'm telling you, so maybe they can persuade you. What do you think?
Wait a minute. Don't do that. There's no need for that.
What's the matter? Don't want resolution.
Please. Please don't call them. Please. Anything but that.
Then how do you plan to get out of there? Am I missing some angle or secret that would change things? Like I told you a minute ago, if you don't pay your bill, the cops are going to be called by someone, either by me or by the restaurant.
Okay. I understand. I need to figure out a way out of here. That's why I'm asking you to please help me. Please, Kelly. Just come and pay my bill for me and help me get out of here without getting arrested.
Roxanne, did you not hear a single thing that I just said to you? I am not buying you dinner.
Wait, please. Just listen to me. This is an emergency. A real-life emergency. I know I was wrong to do the things I've done, and I'm sorry. Please forgive me. You have to forgive me. So instead of buying my meal here, how about just lending me the money and I'll pay you back soon?
So, now you're asking me to lend you money? Am I understanding you correctly?
Yes, that's right. That would be better than just paying my bill, right? I mean, I will definitely pay you back. Definitely.
Oh, yeah. And when will you pay me back?
Yeah, about that. We can talk about that later, okay?
Come again? Did you really just say that to me?
It's just that my money situation is really tight at the moment. You understand, right? Just lend it to me and we can figure the rest out later. You know I'm good for it.
Wow, I just finally understood that this conversation is going nowhere fast.
What? What do you mean?
I mean that your one and only goal in all this is to get money from me and not pay it back. Isn't that right?
What? Of course not. Give me at least a little credit. I never said that. That was my intention. You're putting words in my mouth.
Yeah, but your attitude and the things you're saying are definitely sending out that signal. At any rate, it doesn't matter because I have zero intention of lending you any money, like I said.
But why not? You have to. You can't just leave me twisting in the wind like this. I'm in dire straits here. Can't you see that? Help a sister out. You're the only one who can.
I'm not spending any money on you, period. If I take money out of my savings for you, it'll just end up being a case of me giving you money and never getting it back. And that's not happening.
So what? A friend in need is a friend indeed, right? It's not like your savings are going to last you long anyway. And you're not using them for anything important, obviously. So why don't you use them for a worthy cause, me? Come on, please, help me out.
Just what do you think my savings are for anyway? They're called savings for a reason. They're completely worthless if you just spend them, and they're even more worthless if you get nothing in return for spending them. And I'm absolutely positively not spending them on you because the chances of me getting something for spending my savings are extremely thin. I have nothing else to say on this matter. Are we clear? Do we understand each other?
Please. I really don't have a single dollar in my wallet or any credit cards with me. I'm not bluffing. I've been sitting here for a long time now, and sooner or later they're going to notice me and then the jig is up.
If that's the case, you're just going to have to take a trip to the cop shop, I'm afraid.
No. I can't do that. I just can't. I can't go to jail. I can't. You gotta help me out, Kelly. I did the crime, but I can't do the time. I promise I won't try to sponge off anyone anymore ever again. I'll mend my ways, I swear. Just for today, lend me that cash and I promise I'll pay you back. Sometime. I promise.
I told you, it's not happening. Not today and not ever. I'm done with this conversation. You need to call someone else now, like your family or something. This is family stuff, not acquaintance stuff.
No! I can't talk about this with my family. There's no way they can ever know about this.
Why not? Why can't you call them when you're in a jam? You should always be able to call family when you're in trouble, even if the trouble is your own fault. I can't do anything for you, so call your folks and tell them what's going on. Then they can get some money to you or get you a lawyer or something.
No can do. There's no way it can help me out on this. That just won't happen. I have a husband and kids, and the kids need books and clothes for school and all kinds of other stuff that only money can buy. So there's just no way we can spare this kind of money.
So, I'm curious. I've been wondering about this for a while. Does your husband know about this whole situation? This hobby of yours? I mean, how would he feel about your trying to get free meals off of people? Does he condone it?
Well, I told him already that you were going to buy me dinner, just in a normal way. At first, he wasn't happy about it, but then I told him that you and I are good friends, and then he seemed fine with it.
Wait, so you lied to him about our relationship?
I didn't lie to him. I did nothing of the kind. You just didn't show up when you were supposed to, that's all.
I told you before that I have zero recollection of making you any promise, that I would treat you to lunch, dinner, or anything else, right? I wonder how this will play out. At any rate, it doesn't concern me anymore. It never did, actually.
But wait, please, just lend me a little. Just a few hundred.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'm sure that your family can all get together and help you out. I know that bill looks huge, but it will be much smaller split up between a bunch of people. I'm not getting involved, period. This is the last time I'm going to tell you. You need to talk to your husband and figure out what you're going to do. If he won't help you, I don't know what to tell you or what you should do. Good luck, and have a good night.
You're the one who made this whole mess. Stop trying to avoid responsibility. Don't try to deny it. Come back. Don't disappear on me.
After that, Roxanne ended up calling her in-laws for help, but she was denied after the amount of the bill became clear, being unable to secure the funds from them or anyone else. She was handcuffed and taken to the police station, where she was charged and booked for trying to eat without paying. She eventually was sentenced to 3 years probation. The whole incident ended up leading to the breakup of her marriage and even estrangement from her own family. Her in-laws wanted her out of their son's life and pushed him to divorce her and sue for custody of their children. And her own parents withdrew from her little by little until they became virtual strangers. In the end, Roxanne ended up with no one close to her whom she could count on. And even now, after her probation is finished and her debt to society is paid, I very much doubt that she will be able to find many people willing to get involved with her.